आता बघा दिसायला लागलं का? I'm just trying to confirm if I'm properly visible, audible. I don't know. There's some problem with my YouTube uh, website. I can see it on my StreamYard app, but RA says no wonder tech stocks are down. Fantastic. Okay, chalo. Now I can see. There's a fantastic technique if things are not working. Everyone uses this day in and day out. What? Switch off, switch on. Right? That is what I did. And yes, Rajesh, today's live stream from office. The evening live stream, as usual, will be at night at 10 p.m. And so, definitely would recommend everyone to watch today's evening live stream. It is going to be super duper fun. And in today's evening live stream, we are going to discuss about something really, really important, which is going to be about Bank Nifty, how it has outperformed Nifty. I've pinned today's evening live stream, 10 p.m. live stream ka link right now. So don't forget to join that. I'm going to discuss a lot in detail about Bank Nifty, why the outperformance, what research reports say about Bank Nifty, and we are also going to talk a little bit about inflation data. We are going to talk about some interesting chart patterns as well, and so that is what is going to happen in today's live stream at 10 p.m. For those who follow my Thursday live streams every single time, they already know this, that last time I had done an IPO review during the Thursday live stream at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m., whatever. And I had received this feedback from our viewers that, ma'am, please don't do IPO analysis during the Thursday 9 p.m., 10 p.m. live streams, because we wait to hear from you the whole week about your analysis of the market. What are your key levels about the market, or what is the overall, uh, what things are happening in India, global level, everything. And that is the reason why I thought today I'll do two live streams, one for the IPO review and one for our, as usual, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever. But again, today is 10 p.m. live stream, because last time also same thing, I found out that 10 p.m. is being attended by more people. So I'm going to give it a try for another week or two, and then I'll finally decide whether I switch back to 9 p.m. or whether I continue with 10 p.m. Chalo, with this said and done, Raviji is already saying, please like this live stream. As usual, 1,200 people watching live and 213 likes. So if possible, you can definitely like this live stream. So without any further ado, we are going to quickly understand about the IPO of Harsha Engineering. So just let me share my screen. All right, let me just see if this is properly visible or not. Um, just give me 1 second. Okay, I think yes, this is visible. Okay, so next 5 to 7 minutes, I want 100% attention. Please stop putting anything in the chat section. Just focus on the IPO analysis. You will be in a position to understand all the key points about this IPO. So, maximum attention, next 5 to 7 minutes. You should be in a position to uh, understand very clearly about key points about this IPO, right? The first and foremost thing is that what is this company all about? So this company was established in 1986, my birth year, and it has an over 35 years of operating history. By the way, those who want to know where am I reading this from, this is my own website, rachanaranade.com, and there is this blog section on our website. All these blogs are free of cost available. So whenever time permits, please go through these blogs. Every day we put blogs right here. So I'm reading from my blog, right? So, a very important point is that out of the total market share in the organized sector, this company commands 50 to 60% market share in the organized sector in India, right? Now, with this, the company's RHP has clearly mentioned that they are amongst the leading manufacturer of precision bearing cages in the world. Now, question is, what is this precision bearing cages, right? So, for that, you have to understand this diagram. Okay, going back to a little bit of studies, everyone has seen these ball bearings, especially in cycle ki dukan. In the cycle shop, we find such nice shiny ball bearings. uh, but I always had this perception that ball bearings are only small in size and they are typically used in cycles and some vehicles. Maybe I was not sure whether it has a bigger application other than automobile, other than vehicle segment. But when I saw this, this is about an overall overall percentage wise breakup about the application where all these things are used. So when we say bearings, as I mentioned, generally a small ring attached to the center of the cycle wheel is what we can visualize, but it's not only of that use. See the application. It's not only used in automotive, which is 22%, but also in aviation and aerospace, which is 19.7%, railways 17%, construction 13%, mining 11%, electricals and electronics 9%, agriculture 5.6%, and others 0.9%. So I hope you have understood that their product is going to be used not only in one sector, it has a usage in so many other sectors, right? Now, what does the company do? Does the company make these ball bearings? Answer is no. These ball bearings are typically fitted into this cage. Okay, one ball bearing will go in one cage. Now, why is this caging really important? Because if the caging is not good, and if ball bearings actually, if there is a connection between them, if they actually rub against each other, in that case it will lead to a big resistance. Okay, and this will lead to it getting a little bit damaged. Okay, so we have to ensure that there is no friction between these two ball bearings, right? And how do we ensure that there is no friction? For that we need this cage. Now this is a very precision related job. Okay, very finely you have to make that. And that was maybe one of the reason why all these automotive companies, they thought that rather than we making it, why not outsource? And this outsourcing started to take off, and today outsourcing is it is reaching at a very good level, and many companies are now outsourcing this function of making that cage and all that. Just for your understanding, basically these are the ball bearings, then they'll be fitted in this cage. So you can imagine here to here, the ball bearings are now fitted in the cage in a line. Okay, then there'll be an inner ring. Here you can see that inner ring, correct, this one. Then there'll be an outer ring, this one, and then there'll be a seal. Okay, that's how it will be totally prepared, right? But what does the company do? This part, the cage part. Okay, and why is it really important? Yes. uh, does this, I mean, can I say it's really a crucial part? Obviously yes. So I hope you're understanding the product of the company pretty well, right? Now we have to understand that, is the global bearing cages market increasing or not? So currently it is increasing at a CAGR of 6.4%, the cages, and the bearings are also increasing globally at a CAGR of 6.4%. Okay, so all in all, I can say good demand, and why not? If that be so, it's definitely a positive sign. Now, again, a very amazing stat for you all. So this is about the market share of key global bearing manufacturers. See, the moment you have bearings, any bearing manufacturer is going to require that cage to avoid friction, correct? Now, who makes these cages? I'm sorry, who makes these bearings? Globally, if I'm talking about globally, there are six key manufacturers, be it Schaeffler, be it JT, EKT, NTN, SKF, NSK, and the Timken company. These are the major six global players, and others constitute 46%. Then, what is the interesting part? All these six major companies take cages, they buy cages from Harsha Engineering. Okay, so very interesting data point. Six large bearing manufacturing companies globally, and Harsha Engineering International Limited supplies to each of the top six global bearing manufacturers. Super interesting, right? Now, what they did recently, they had this, I can say that it's some kind of amalgamation, wherein there were many companies. So you can imagine, there's a promoter is floating 5 6 companies. Okay, every company will have their own valuation, but if you're coming up with an IPO, you want a good valuation for the company. So typically what they would do, they would consolidate into one big company, and so that it looks, I mean, bigger as well, and it's fair, right? It's not something like a mal accounting or something like that. It's fair enough. One company, instead of having six different companies, just consolidate into one big company, and that's what they have done. They did a corporate reorganization when 1st April 2020, wherein be it Asta Tools Private Limited, Harsha Engineers India Private Limited, HEIPL, HEL, they were amalgamated into one big company. Okay, simple till here. Now everyone knows what are the products they offer, and this bearing cages we have talked about in detail. And the bearing cages and other few businesses put together, they form the engineering business, and this engineering business contributes to 94% of the company's revenue, right? So I hope these basic points are clear. Companies objects of the offer, mainly they are coming up with OFS as well as fresh issue. Total issue size is 755 crores, 455 is fresh issue, 300 crore is offer for sale. What are they going to use this money for? For funding capital expenditure requirement. They are also going to use it for infrastructure repairs and renovation of the existing production facilities. And of course, very important one, prepayment of borrowings. Now, why did I say prepayment of borrowings is important? Because once they get this money and once they repay this entire amount, then they will be almost a debt free company. So that is going to be a good one, right? If you check out the financials, revenue growth is good, PAT growth is fantastic, even ROE, ROC not bad at 11.7%, and so ROE at 13.1%, ROC at 11.7%, not bad at all. EBITDA margin you saw here was increasing, but a slight drop, majorly because of the inflationary pressures. There was a little bit drop in EBITDA margins, right? Now, if I go to the peer comparison and IPO valuation, you can see here that peers are valued at, if you see here, PE, yes, these are their listed peers. And if you see here, 69, 59, 36, 39, and currently company is coming up with the PE, even at the highest price band. At the highest price band, it is coming at 27.73. So, can I say it is not at all aggressively valued? Answer is obviously yes. They have valued it very reasonably. They're leaving good margin for their investors for a good listing gain. I always feel nice when promoters value their IPO at a comparative discount as compared to the valuation of peers. That's when retail, be it retail individual investors, be it institutional investors, everyone is going to be happy if they're going to get a good company at a decent enough valuation. Maybe I can say valuation at a little bit discount at least, right? And this is where I think subscription picks up, the overall enthusiasm for that IPO picks up, overall GMP can also increase. So all in all, I'm very happy with the valuation that they have kept for their IPO. If I talk about the risks and litigation risk, yes, there is a risk. More than 70% of their revenue comes from top 5 customers discontinuing. Even one could have a severe impact on their revenue. On top of that, I feel this is a very, very big risk. 63% of their revenue from operations was dominated in foreign currencies. One risk is risk of foreign currency fluctuation. That still I feel is minor risk. One major risk in this case is that majority of their revenue is coming from Europe, USA, okay, and few other countries, okay, but major US and Europe. Now, if everyone knows what's happening with these two countries, right? if the if a country, if a economy like USA, maybe if they go into real recession, in that case, can I say that can hamper the company sales? Answer is obviously yes. Of course, in one of the interviews, the management had mentioned that we are also into this business of just taking back solar EPC, and they have also mentioned about wind energy and all. But I still personally believe it is a risk. We have to understand that if the foreign if, because their major revenues from in foreign currency, Europe and USA not doing well is going to impact the company, is what I personally understand, right? Very important and a positive point, no major litigation against the company or its promoters, none I found in their RHP. Okay, so only one risk is what I thought. This one is about the major revenue coming from foreign countries. 14 September started yesterday, will end tomorrow, 16 September. And as of now, of course, anyone who is an employee, you're going to get a 31 rupees a discount as well. As of releasing the blog, I released this blog barely 1.5 hour ago, and this has been subscribed already 7.17 times, and the GMP is 225, right? So the big question. So I want a quick answer from you all. Whatever financials I told, I hope that is understood. The product is understood. Just give me a quick thumbs up. You can either type yes, or there is a very simple way to tell that yes, I've understood, yes, I've enjoyed, just by smashing that like button. Okay, then I'm going to tell you whether I'm going to apply or not. 2000 people, 2100 people watching live, 2200 almost, and only 572 likes. Okay, so please take it at least to 50%, so that even I feel good. Whatever efforts me and my team have taken, if we get likes, we also get more and more motivation to give more and more quality content, right? So I hope you have understood this in detail. And as I mentioned, please don't forget to read this through and through. You'll just have to visit my website, rachanaranade.com. That is the home page for you all. And once you go to the home page, This is the section, the blog section is where I have written. The very first blog is on Harsha Engineering, and baki weekly blogs are on technical analysis. Whenever time permits, you can definitely go through them, right? 939 likes is what I can see on the screen right now, waiting for the 1000 mark. 971 likes. And till I start my sentences, I think it will surpass 1000 likes. So going ahead with, will I apply or not? And my answer is yes. Okay. So I think this is a very good IPO. I am going to apply it not only from a short term perspective of listing gains. I might hold it in my portfolio as well. It looks pretty good to me. Uh, Everyone knows that I have 5 Demat accounts. Me, my husband. I've told this so many times. Family members holding together 5 Demat accounts, and I'm going to apply for this IPO through all 5 Demat accounts. Right. I hope you have understood and enjoyed this analysis. Super duper important announcement is that today 10 p.m. live stream is going to be super fun. It's going to be super informative. I'm going to talk about Bank Nifty. Today it hit all-time high. Nifty is still pretty much away from its all-time high. We are almost around that 18,000 mark. All-time high was 18,600. Today Nifty crossed its all-time high. What were the key reasons behind the outperformance of Bank Nifty as compared to Nifty is what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss about the US inflation data. We are going to discuss some amazing technical charts about Nifty. So don't forget to tune in today at 10 p.m. I've already put the link of our Thursday live stream, 10 p.m. live stream in the pinned comment. So don't forget to check that out as well. If market negative, what chances we get listing gains? See, if market is terribly negative, there may be chances that the gains on listing may be muted. But if that be so, I would take that as an opportunity to buy a little bit more, right? All right. Chalo, I hope you have understood this IPO analysis. Thanks a lot for watching. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye. And see you in today's live stream, 10 p.m.